Part 3. But if the woman's mind is set in a bad faith assumption about men and relationships, and she catastrophizes relationship. What is a bad faith example? Bad faith example means that faith is things that are unseen. A belief in something that is unseen. So when a woman has a bad faith assumption about you, that means that without her having to see anything, she is assuming the worst about your behavior or motivations, your choices, right? And when you have a woman that does that, that's the type of woman that goes to your phone because she thinks you're cheating all the time. That's the woman that needs to know where you're at and who you're hanging out with. That's the woman that believes that you're trying to take advantage of her or dominate her or subjugate her, or you don't want her to be successful, or it's important for you to try to make her smaller so that you can control her. These are all concepts that most women learn without even having to go into relationships, because they learn them from their mothers. They learn them from Big Mama. They learn them from all of these different women in their lives who were combative, disagreeable, non-submissive, uncooperative, who had negative experiences in relationship. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Where they created that situation, they manifested that situation as a relationship, and then took the bad experience of that as the lesson, and then went and taught that to their daughter in a generational curse, putting that on their heart and mind. And then a woman enters this bad faith space with men. She expects the worst of them. Good men are not going to not have sex with you because you're not a wife. Because men like sex, and sex is a hunger for men, and it's not an emotional or personal thing for us. So if we find a girl that is attractive to us and we find her suitable for sex, most men are not going to disqualify her just because we don't want her long term. Okay? So then this woman goes into the open dating market with a bad faith assumption about dating, relationships, etc. The man realizes and experiences this negative mindset. He says, hey, this girl is sex only. He only has sex with this girl. She's never able to translate her sex into long-term meaningful relationships. The long-term meaningful relationships that she is able to translate it to are with men who don't have the discernment to disqualify her. That means that these men lack a masculine frame themselves, and or, right, are men who deserve a bad faith assumption because they're not good guys, right? And so then she enters into a relationship with those. The good men disqualify her because healthy people protect their peace, right? And then she has nothing but negative experiences in relationship. It reinforces everything her mother and Mima told her. And now she's out here in the world and she hates men, and she's a feminist, and all men are trash, and black men suck, and all of this stuff. And she's a baby mama, and it's everybody else's fault but hers. So this, we're going to deal with